Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Grace and peace, everybody. Happy Monday to you all. Thank you so much for dropping in. This is an impromptu live stream. I did not necessarily have it planned. I'll make sure I at least give you a good description, make sure I'll give you a good title and thumbnail later on. I just want to take a moment, man, to shout out the passing of Malcolm-Jamal Warner, affectionately known by all 80s and 90s babies as Theo Huxtable. He passed away on today. And just want to take a second to acknowledge him. Fantastic. As far as I know, a fantastic actor, apparently a great father and member of a wonderful family. For the most part, he stayed out of the news in a negative sense for quite some time, but he passed away on today. I think it was yesterday. Please forgive me. And seems pretty terrible that it looks like he was on a trip with his family and died in a crazy drowning accident, which is just totally crazy. So shout out to brother Malcolm-Jamal Warner. I know nothing about his faith, know nothing about the deep intel of his family life or anything of that nature. I just want to, as somebody who was raised on that COSBY show era, that upbringing like that, I just want to shout out to Mr. Warner. I do want to bring this quick video clip in real as well, and then I'll let y'all get up out of here. I'm not going to keep you all long today. Shout out to Hype Plus. They had a nice little montage of respect to Mr. Warner. So let's jump in here. Let's go. If I could hit the start button, Jason, that would be ideal. Green hearts in the chat when you can hear.
Breaking news is with our heavy hearts, we share our condolences and regret to report the unfortunate and untimely passing of Malcolm-Jamal Warner at the age of 54. TMZ was the first to report the news, writing, TMZ has an unconfirmed, though reliable source who says Warner has died as a result of an accidental drowning. Now, People magazine would also report the story, stating Warner was in Costa Rica on a family vacation and drowned while swimming. As you may know, Warner made a name for himself beginning in 1984 at the age of 14 as Theo Huxtable on the hit NBC series The Cosby Show. There, Warner would play the only son of Bill Cosby's Cliff Huxtable character for 8 seasons until the series went off the air in 1992. In addition, he spent 4 seasons starring opposite of Eddie Griffin in the UPN sitcom Malcolm and Eddie. Although The Cosby Show may have been his most notable role, Warner kept busy in entertainment, most recently focusing on music, which won him a Grammy Award in 2015. Despite the legacy of Bill Cosby and the sitcom having changed over the years, Warner and several other cast members still remember their time on the show fondly and have always spoken in high regard of Cosby, despite his sexual assault conviction in 2018 and his overturning in 2021. About his time on the show, Warner would say, regardless of how some people may feel about the show now, I'm still proud of the legacy and having been a part of such an iconic show that had such a profound impact on, first and foremost, Black culture, but also American culture. Recently, Warner had been hosting a podcast, Not All Hood, where the latest episode dropped just 3 days ago. The podcast's intention was to break down barriers when it comes to mental health in the Black community. As far as his public life over the years, Warner had dated the late Michelle Thomas from Family Matters, his former Cosby and Malcolm and Eddie co-star Karina Melina White, and actress Regina King. Warner leaves behind a wife and daughter. However, he chose to not publicly disclose their names for privacy. What was one of your best memories of Warner's work? Let's talk about it more in the comments below as we remember this legendary actor.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Theo, shout out to him. Malcolm, shout out to him. And that's super sad, given the fact that he's the same age as me. So when you consider like life is that important, that quick, it's gone. It's over. Shout out to that brother like that. I didn't know he was married either. I learned something today. I was today old when I just found out that I saw a clip, let me see if I can find it, of him talking about his daughter. So I didn't even know he had a kid. So I was today old when I found that out. And again, I don't know much about the brother. I just want to be respectful of the fact that um, as we talk about, because we talk about Black culture here all the time. And what's Black culture? In my mind, Black culture is what the Cosby Show represented. That was Black culture. All that foolishness we talk about today, I don't know what you're talking about. That was, and I've said it before, that was the height of Black television. We've never produced anything better than the Cosby Show. And I'll throw a different world in there just for fun. We've never produced anything better than that. And to know that this brother was a part of that, shout out to him for being a part of something that we can never say that we've made better of. Shout out to Malcolm and his family, condolences to his wife and children. Man, that's pretty sad. But prayerfully, his wife and family are going to be okay. Prayerfully, he was in Christ. I don't know. Maybe he was. How great would that be, right? To have left a legacy here and actually know that he was in Christ. That'd be fantastic. But I just want to do that real quick. Shout out to brother Jamal Warner and his family. Condolences to them. Real quick, I just see Fox just did something.
Some sad news.
Fox just dropped something. I just like the way that they I just like their headlines. So let me bring this in as well. Let's try it like this. Malcolm-Jamal Warner remembered. They said the title was "We Lost a True Gem." Shout out to Malcolm.
Some sad news. TMZ reporting that Malcolm-Jamal Warner, probably best known for his role in the Cosby Show, has died. Chris Bruno is a close friend of Malcolm, and he's reacting to the news this morning. Chris, do we have you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Chris, I'm
here.
First of all, I'm so incredibly sorry for your loss. This comes as a major shock to all of us who knew of him and appreciated his work. But as a close personal friend, I have to imagine you're in mourning and shock yourself this morning.
Listen, the reason I'm here is because I want people to know the man that Malcolm was. He was a kind, generous, and caring man. He was an amazing husband, father, musician, actor, and friend. He's been a friend of mine for 20 years now. And I just want people to know that the world has lost a real gem, especially now, all that we have going on in the country right now. Like, Malcolm was a uniter, and he was an inspiration to me and provided support and guidance for me as a friend all these years. And I just want everybody to know how much the world is going to miss Malcolm-Jamal Warner. And that's what I can say right now. We are all in deep mourning right now, a very close circle of friends and family. And, I just wanted to set the record right that the world is going to miss a great man. And, we are all mourning together. So thank you for reaching out.
Is there any one story that you can share that's kind of emblematic of who he is?
Well, we have a tradition that every Valentine's Day we go down to Atlanta to see him and the family. And this year I was going to go. We had our tickets booked, and I had to go to work. In the industry we're all in, we have to work. And I said, I can't make it. And his daughter said, well, that means I'm going to have to wait a whole year to see Bruno again. Mm-hmm. And I said, that's it. I'm getting on a plane. And I flew in for a night and watched him gig. And did a spoken word versus hip hop night that he hosted and played bass. And it was just a magical night. And I will never forget it as long as I live, to see him up there on fire, doing what he loved to do and moving in the way that he could do and only he could do.
And it sounds like he's such a family man, Chris. Obviously when this tragedy happened, being with his family as well, and just being a bright light in Hollywood, but staying so grounded.
He is one of the most grounded individuals I've ever known. And he will resonate in my heart and in my spirit for a lifetime of what I've shared with Malcolm.
Well, he certainly has left his mark on the world, but especially on you being a close friend. Chris Bruno, thank you for speaking so much about him this morning and remembering his legacy. We appreciate you, and we're so sorry.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, shout out to the newscasters. They didn't ask any dumb questions. I felt like they really respected the fact that this man just passed away. I don't know who Chris Bruno is. I need to do a quick search on who Chris Bruno is, but he seems dialed into his family, of course, clearly. And they didn't go any salacious route. They was super respectful. And that means something. Shout out to them for being respectful like that. And but I also think it goes to show that Malcolm-Jamal Warner, as most of us know him as a non-scandal ridden actor. I didn't know he had played music. So now, of course, I got to look into that too. But I just know him as Theo. And all the great that it seemed like he was doing so many good things for all of that to now coming up to the top. And it wasn't, somebody was running around chest beating about how great I am, but rather these are people saying this after the fact, which is kind of super dope. But yeah, man, Malcolm-Jamal Warner, prayer for the brother is resting in peace for sure. Let me know what y'all think. Let me see what y'all talk about up in here in the best live chat on the internet. Hold on 1 second. I closed out my window. What you know about that? What we got? My good people in the building. KKC up in the house, man. Good to see you, brother. That's a fantastic content creator right there. Good to see you, KKC, in the building. RJ says, what's up, everybody? Yeah, man, for sure. It was sad to hear about this passing. I saw it. I was like, you got to be kidding me. When you see that stuff, sometimes you got to go like, let me go check and see what's happening. And let me get off of social media. Let me check on let me go check on news sources. And lo and behold, it was real. That's sad. Kiana says, I just thought about it. Cosby lost his only son. And yes. And now the Huxtables have lost their only son. Now I'm doubly sad. Shout out. Thank you so much, Q. That's a very keen observation. I had no idea he was married with or had kids. Yeah. I saw that in the past. And I was surprised. Very sad. Tommy Nitro says, what's going on? Foxy in the building. There go my sister. She says, what's up, DWC and everyone? This is so sad. Indeed. Like, somebody losing their life is not anything. I try to be as respectful as possible with the passing of anybody. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna do my best to be respectful. And being the fact that, again, this guy's life seemed like something that was definitely one that was honorable and memorable. Shout out to his family. And it sounds like he has a daughter. I don't know how many other kids he has, but I've heard him talk about a daughter. Let me see if I can find that link, that clip I was watching earlier. He discussed his daughter, but I didn't hear anything else. I didn't hear daughters or son, but I hear that he has children. So I don't know where they land, but prayerfully they are all being properly consoled and are finding rest for sure. He is a behind the scenes worker in Hollywood. I just read the article where Malcolm mentioned him. Okay. Shout out. He said, once I saw it on TMZ, I knew it was real. Wow. I hate that TMZ is like a viable news source now. All right, let's see. I see somebody saying that he only had a daughter. Yeah, I think it's, as far as I can tell, I heard children, another news source say children, but I'm not going to argue about if he has children or not, or one child or whatnot is not the argument. So I don't know where the clip is. I don't know. Maybe it was in I don't see it. Well. Yeah, but that's super sad, man. And prayerfully, I hate that. Yeah, I hate to say I hate we don't know who his wife is, but I'm glad we don't know who his wife is. Just let her have her moments for sure. Okay, so what's going on? Quincy James in the building. How are you, man? Good to see you. Grace and peace. Yeah, we just were checking this out. Black Anonymous, good to see you. Always good to see you. Thank you so much. I gotta make sure. I think you sent me an email and I reply back to you. But yeah, I just want to talk about Malcolm-Jamal Warner. It's been confirmed that he passed away, and all us '80s babies are gonna probably need. We're gonna you can pour an extra, just one more extra tonight. You can sit and be a little bit quieter tonight. Go pull out your DVD collection. Get them Cosby Show episodes out. You can watch a little bit extra tonight in honor tonight for sure. Man, that's just crazy. And you given the fact again, you're on vacation, man. That's the part that just, ugh, you're on vacation, man. Yeah, he drowned, man. It's sad. Like, doggone it. Really sad, man. It's really sad. But you gonna go when you gotta go. So that's it. When the Lord calls you, it's over. Um, we have several seasons. I think we stopped. I'm not trying to be funny with you. I didn't really like the Cousin Pam seasons. I felt like those were not the best. Um, I didn't like Cousin Pam. I really didn't like Olivia. So I think that's when we stopped picking them up. But I'll go look. I think I'll check out what seasons we actually have. I know I didn't pick up Cousin Pam season. So I digress. But yeah, thank y'all so much for hopping in. This was not meant to be a long live stream. I just wanted to let y'all know and give a little bit of respect to the brother. I thought that's when the season, in my opinion, my conspiracy is that's when the Cosby Show started to not be as good as it was in its earlier seasons when they brought in Cousin Pam and Olivia. I think they messed up. And we could have a conversation about that. We can maybe even turn this into like a Cosby Show, or maybe have like a live stream talking about Cosby Show. But I really think that there's like 3 actresses that kind of messed up the Cosby Show, in my opinion. Thank you so much, Foxy. I appreciate you so much. Always good to see you. I'm glad that things are going well for you. So yeah, that was it, y'all. I'm gonna yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a super long live stream. I don't want to sit here and just ramble, but I just want to say shout out to Malcolm-Jamal Warner. He passed away, man. That has got to be something you did not have planned on today at all. But Malcolm-Jamal Warner passed away. He was 54 years old. Sounded like he was on vacation or traveling on vacation with his family. And just sounds like a crazy swimming accident, a drowning accident. And I see some people reporting about the drowning accident, which is not really where I want to go. So I know there's a lot of people talking about that. So you'll see that, I'm sure. But I just wanted to stick with the facts that sticking to the facts of the case, I think, and just want to highlight that Brother Jamal Warner passed away, man. It's a wild story. Did not see that coming. Did not have that one planned at all. But thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I really do appreciate it. And maybe we'll do maybe tonight, maybe we'll do like what's your favorite episode of the Cosby Show live stream tonight in honor of Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Maybe we'll just do a little panel discussion. Maybe Q can come up here and we can chop it up a little bit about what is your favorite memory from the Cosby Show. I don't know about that Malcolm and Eddie show. I never did watch that. So I'm going to just stick with the Cosby Show. I'm sure Malcolm and Eddie probably was good too. But yeah, man, just sad. I'm going to see if call my sister, because I just text her about it, and we'll see what happens. She's probably having a fit right now. Yeah, this is wild. But anyway, y'all, thank you so much for rocking with me. I never saw it. I never saw it. Maybe I bet you it'll be on something now. Maybe I have to go check it out. But yeah, I never did watch it. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I want to say thank you so much to everybody who's been watching the videos and commenting and liking, all that stuff like that. it means a lot that you're finding value in the channel. And I just want to say, I really do appreciate y'all. And it is very possible I might go ahead and just say, roll up another. I will plan a live stream. I'll make sure you know ahead of time. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow, but maybe I'll do it today. We'll just talk about it and maybe chop up some of our favorite Malcolm-Jamal Warner memories, if you will. Q, if you're available, shoot me a message. Maybe we'll talk about it. But yes, let's get ready to do this again real soon, everybody. Thank you so much for rocking with me. If you don't mind, hit the green heart on the way out the door. Make sure that you hit the like button as well. Thank you so much. Have a blessed rest of the day. Grace and peace, everybody.